about not many people coming out, that's true, but what I'm shocked at, I mean, this is the most we've had out here in ages for any Building 2 meeting. And, I agree with it, that I talked like to the people out to grill last night that live in our building, says, are you coming to the meeting tomorrow night? And they said, what meeting? I said, well, there's notice something. I tell them about it, I said, nah, I'm not going. It's like, well, I said, it could be another special assessment, so we can't have that. But am I going? No. So what can you say?
May I ask one more question, please?
Somebody else had their hand up first.
Okay.
I do try to come to many of the meetings, and I do understand everyone's frustration with the fighting, and we're here now, so what do we do now? We're all here,
No,
ready
we're
to...
not all here.
Okay, well, the people that are here now want to know, where do we go from here? Because what's been done has been done. We can't go back, we can't fight about it. What are we going to do now?
Right. The first step is to come to the meeting tomorrow evening. I think, is it 7 o'clock? There's a board meeting. All the issues discussed tonight will be brought up with the board, the full board. And unit owners are given 3 minutes at every board meeting to give your opinion, to say how you feel about each issue. And everybody here should be coming tomorrow and knocking your neighbor's door so they can come as well and speak to your board. Let them know how you feel. Let your voice be heard, because that's the only way our building is going to get treated fairly and things will be done in the right manner. Start coming to the meetings and start helping your board members represent and fight you in what needs to be done fairly and correct for our building.
Question I would like to know, in dollars and cents, what is the average amount of money that's involved? I know some buildings pay more, some apartments pay more because of 2-bedroom. What is, in dollars and cents, what is the amount of money that each person is going to be liable for?
You're talking about there's a special assessment passed?
If whatever the board wants to do is going to be done,
okay.
What are we going to be penalized?
Okay, right now the way it is and the way that I had it set up last year, there would be no cost to you guys. Don't interrupt, please, thank you. There'd be no cost to you guys because the lawsuit money that we got from the insurance settlement covers the overage. If the board decides to not use the lawsuit money as they should and instead assess your building, then you're taking about $300,000 divided by 125 units, so you're looking at about, what, 3,000? 1,200? Average about $2,500 to $3,000 per unit owner.
Why is it you never put that amount on a piece of paper and let the people know that it was going to be $25,000 or $2,500 or $3,000? Maybe you would have had more people.
Okay.
Most of the people out there don't
I think
know
the
amount of money
notice was
that's
very
involved.
clear that it was about money, about assessments, and about importance. I mean, putting a dollar figure, which we don't have a dollar figure.
You've got to have a dollar figure. Nobody's going to hold you on a dollar figure.
Well, you're saying that, but that's not the case. We have unit owners that do hold us to everything that they see posted.
I don't know. You're not giving the people the information. I'm sorry. We come into these meetings, we hear these things. Nobody knows how much is the amount of money. Maybe if they knew how much money, some of them would come. I want to know what I'm coming to. I know I would like to know. I'm sitting here listening, and I still don't know the amount of money that's involved for me. So I know what I should do. I don't know what they want to do. I know what I want to do if you tell me the amount of money. And maybe they'll know the same thing. Am I right?
I agree.
Well,
they don't know.
Until the board has that meeting to decide this issue, there is no figure. Because right now there's no money that's due by you. There are board members that want to charge you $300,000. So until that meeting happens and until that passes, there's nothing, no dollar figure to tell you you're going to have to pay this amount out.
Who wants to charge us?
There's no money to pay.
Who wants to charge us? I mean, who's against us on the board that wants to charge Building 2 this money? Because the posting said several board members or certain board members So we should have the right to know who is the ones that are
When
against
you
us.
come to the board meetings, you will see and hear the people that are trying to charge you. We have unit owners who they've come up to and said, you know, we want to assess you this amount. So when you attend the board meetings, you'll know exactly which board members, because they'll say openly, we want to assess building 2, you'll know exactly who wants to charge you.
Yeah, but we
Well, it
don't have
says on the
to
post.
pay.
I'm curious to know who it is.
You're having a meeting tomorrow, right?
It's a full board meeting tomorrow.
Let me ask you a question.
Remaining board
At
members.
the board meeting, you people are on the board, correct?
Are you
Three
one?
for Building 2. Tomorrow, are you, when you have your meeting, when they talk about that, are you gonna ask them to tell the audience how much money is involved? Are you going to ask?
Well, we
the board-
can, but you should be attending. This is why we're trying to explain to you, Al. We can do that. But as unit owners, you have a responsibility too. You can get up to that microphone and you can ask your board the question that you're asking us. You need to ask your board.
But they're not mentioning this in the board meeting.
It's not on the agenda right
I
now.
want her to bring it in. She should.
I don't want to argue with you, I really don't. I just want results, okay? I'm at the point where I sit here all the time and listen to what's going on, and I don't know myself what's going on, and I don't think I am stupid, okay? I don't think so.
You
Now,
know.
look,
No, you're not.
you are our board members, he's our board member, you're a board member. Correct? We voted you to fight for us. When these rest of these board members get on this board and talk about that issue, it's incumbent upon one of you to question them as to what is the amount of money you're talking about. So we people will know what we want to do, whether we want to get together and hire a lawyer, whether a person by themselves wants to go to a lawyer. Nobody knows what they want to do. And I can't figure it out, so I don't think that a lot of other people could. There may be somebody that could figure it out. I wish they'd come to me and tell me what it is. I don't know what I'm going to have to pay. I have to know. I'm not happy listening to these meetings anymore.
Okay, well, we do have the figures in the office, so what I will do before tomorrow's
Please.
meeting, I will
I
get a
expect-
copy,
Yes.
and I will try to figure it out, dollars and cents, what it's gonna
I-
boil down to,
I-
so we can have that information by
I will
tomorrow.
come to tomorrow's meeting like I did to every other one, but if I can't get any information, I can't come anymore. It's not worth it to me.
That's not a problem, we can take care of that.
Thank you very much.
Okay, just to recap, because I know a few of you came in late. Basically, we discussed, we have a peeping Tom situation in our building. We're working on it to get the person removed from our building. Tomorrow is going to be brought up again at the board meeting. We're going to see if we can post something to alert residents about it. And so please come to the board meetings, especially tomorrow, because there's lots of issues going to be discussed that everybody needs to be aware of and to help us deal with as a building.
I think the little kid got this. I think he's mentally.
I can tell you one thing as a board member, this is my last year. Tomorrow night is my last meeting. I'm looking forward to it. I've been so disgusted trying to get, the fighting and stuff that does go on. That's what's driven me nuts as a board member. It's just not worth it. The emails that I get are unreal. I come back from the cruise, it's gone 2 weeks, 166 emails were waiting for me, and 99% of them are crap that's going back and forth, just thrashing each other's, and it just, as far as I'm concerned, it's just not worth it in my life. Anyway, I've thrown up my hands. I said that's enough for me. Little things such as my wife and I went through a fair amount of work setting up a garage sale, if you will, or auditorium sale or whatever. These are things that I personally carried down from 2 different apartments. Bring them down here. My wife prices them. We set the stuff up. People at the bingo and so on come down. They loved it. Shop. Last year we had it, not only made several $100s, turned it in, we didn't keep a penny. This year I'll be turning in the money tomorrow night. It's over $100 and some, but 3 board members said, what is this crap? And it's like, after all that damn work, and that's the kind of comments you get, it's like, forget it, to hell with it. And the same way I was trying to push, we got lights that we had on top of the buildings from years ago, illegally. We have those things sitting here yet. Those could be sold. We have 600 chairs that we had from years and years ago when we used to fill this place up. Well, there's chairs sitting upstairs in the room behind the stage, another 250 chairs, and talk about trying to get rid of those chairs. Well, eventually, Javier